What wouldn't be nearly as popular if it wasn't for the US? Hip-hop, reality TV shows, fat models, eunuchs, Halloween, baseball or American football, Reddit. Americans make up 50% of the user base. Medicines. The US produces by far the most medicines of any country in the planet. https www.forbes.com cites Realspin 2016022-3. The US has been the world's medicine cabinet for too long. Sh1C6 ed 3B03719. The Kardashians. Yes. The world hates you. Hamburgers with pickles, mustard, etc. It's a strange combo. Delicious, but I doubt the entire world would have that as a common item. What is your favorite sad song? Led Zeppelin Since I've Been Loving You. Cats in the Cradle. Nothing compares to you. Sinead O'Connor Oldie But Goldie. Coldplay Fix You. Stan. Like a Stone by Audioslave. The Drugs Don't Work. The Verge. Black Star by Radiohead. Lost on You. Lewis Capaldi. Down in a Hole. Alice in Chains. Boys in the Street by Callum Scott. I cried when I first heard that song. One of One Do Indita. No Children by the Mountain Goats. Burning House by Cam is a good one. Storm's Fleetwood Mac. Last Kiss. The original is great, but a lot more upbeat and hopeful than Pearl Jam's cover. Pearl Jam's cover absolutely destroys me. Damaged Goods by Law Dispute. Red Hymn for the Missing. What's a name brand item you refuse to replace with generic? Lego. No rivals have comparable quality. Dried Pepper. Charmin. I prefer Ultra Soft, but Ultra Strong is suitable. Crayola crayons. Generic taste funny. Q-tip. I've tried others, and they suck. Then I'm stuck with like 2,000 shitty cotton swabs. High Fong Sriracha. Sriracha isn't trademarked, and some knockoffs even have roosters and Chinese text on the bottle, so you have to know the brand name to find the good one. Earlier this year there was a shortage, and my parents bought 4 bottles of the fake stuff. Tried it, and it wasn't the same at all. Oreos. Mikikoman soy sauce, Lysol, Advil. Dove soap bars. Levis. Any type of cereal. What science breakthrough do you believe will occur within the next 10 years? Cure for MS and a lot of autoimmune diseases. Better treatments for congenital heart defects. Those are 2 I'm watching closely. And a cure for diabetes. Or at least better treatments. I'm hoping better treatment for Alzheimer's dementia. We're currently losing my grandfather to it, and I know my dad is tortured at the thought of me having to do the same for him. I know I would do it too, but I'm terrified of the heartbreak I will face. Thankfully, as a family, we've been making better choices for our health. We want to be around for each other for a long time, but we also want that time to have the best quality of life possible. So, what was the very best celebrity interview you have listened to or watched? There's a funny interview with Mila Kunis where whoever was supposed to do the interview didn't show up, so they just plucked an intern and threw him into the interview. It starts off with the intern in general disbelief and evolves to this intern and Mila Kunis discussing his local football club, his friends' nicknames, and Jagger bombs. It's pretty funny. Stern interviewing Conan, or the one where he interviews Eddie Vedder. Norm Macdonald interviewing Gilbert Gottfried on his YouTube channel. It was filthy and hilarious. You can hear the audio on YouTube, but you really need the visual to go with it. Any of the Hot Ones interviews found on YouTube. What video game level can go fuck itself? Level 1 in Echo the Dolphin. Trying to figure out if you're actually playing yet. Edit spelling. There never was and never will be a video game level that deserves to go fuck itself more than the speeder bike level of the original Battletoads for the NES, especially into player mode. According to Google, it's barely level 3 of the game, and it's called Turbo Tunnel. Fuck you, Turbo Tunnel. The dam in TMNT. Just landing the fucking jet after the first mission on NES's Top Gun. What TV show has overstayed its welcome? Grey's Anatomy. The Walking Dead. The Simpsons. It should have ended 20 years ago. I'm going to get hate for this, but The Office went a couple seasons too long. Cop shows as an entire genre. They all become so formulaic and predictable that you really can't watch them all the time. Same with medical shows. House and were great the first 3 seasons and then fell off hard after that. Let's also add The Real Housewives of Everywhere to this for a specific show. Also 19 Kids and Counting was awful. Any reality series. The Voice American Idol Survivor CSI Different Cities Keeping Up with the Kardashians Any and all reality TV. Fairly Odd Parents. Please stop this madness. What world event do you think was staged? That time David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Definitely something fishy about that. WrestleMania. 1999 Moscow apartment bombings. This post, staged by world leaders to see when they fucked up. Janet Jackson and Boobgate. Jeffrey Epstein committing suicide, way too convenient to be true. Same high-security prison that housed El Chapo suddenly doesn't have camera footage of that night, and the guards were unaware of what was going on too. Smells of BS lol. Justification for the Iraq invasion. The Gulf of Tonkin incident. Left shark. What makes the human brain ignore the second the? We read sentences, not words. Alright, listen here you little shit. Wow. It really did. Brain.exe has stopped working. LMAO, I didn't even notice what you did. Okay, what the fuck? It's more of a survival trait. The brain wants to gather important information. The second is just a repetition, so it ignores it. All caps is less legible so that the human brain reads it slower and spots repetition. I looked for the second then realized there was none. You win this, my pal. I think it's because the human brain reads the sentence as a whole, so takes a shortcut to make the sentence make sense. Do you ever feel like your entire existence is defined by that second the? Damn, I fell for that. Good one. I'd like to find out. What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? A library card. The best part is you still have $100. 46 McDoubles. A bidded commenting only to see you, I fucking love it made S reply. Toothbrush. Soap. A good book. Anal vibrator. A bidded attachment for a toilet. Contraceptive. A crack vial will definitely change your life. Insoles for your shoes. If you're really lucky, you can buy a winning lottery ticket. Fleshlight. Condoms. Dashcam. So many shady liars out there. Protect yourself with a dashcam and proper WIM auto coverage. Thanks. Gym membership. Poison. Multi-tool Leatherman, Gerber, etc. Heroin. What job deserves more pay? Teacher. Teaching. Nurses and teachers. Everyone working a minimum wage because it should be a livable wage. Above the poverty line. Sanitation workers. Housekeeping. Janitors. Healthcare aides. EMTs. Many are paid minimum wage to deal with the public who abuse their service. Many leave early or left injured to be easily replaced because it's a noble thing to be. Teachers. Teachers. Line cooks and dishwashers. There's no fucking way we should have to do 10 hours multiple days a week for ends meet. Teachers also need a huge raise. Any job where you destroy your body shit is no fucking joke. Mental health workers. All of them. What job deserves more pay? Teacher. Teaching. Nurses and teachers. Everyone working a minimum wage because it should be a livable wage. Above the poverty line. Sanitation workers. Housekeeping. Janitors. Healthcare aides. EMTs. Many are paid minimum wage to deal with the public who abuse their service. Many leave early or left injured to be easily replaced because it's a noble thing to be. Teachers. Teachers. Line cooks and dishwashers. There's no fucking way we should have to do 10 hours multiple days a week for ends meet. Teachers also need a huge raise. Any job where you destroy your body shit is no fucking joke. Mental health workers. All of them. What job is highly praised but is actually crap? Based on all the news over the past couple years, EMSEMT. The pay is shit, the hours are awful, half the equipment is broken, it's dangerous, and you end up losing a lot of people. Modeling. Not glamorous at all. A life of hurry up and wait, without any cognitive aspect. Social worker, I'd imagine. Good people with good intentions going into it, that are forcibly exposed to the worst humanity has to offer. Or at the very least, incredibly difficult situations. Restaurant owner. What is your favorite smell? Gasoline. The smell of that crisp winter morning air. Petrichor. Petrol. Dior's Fahrenheit on my husband. The smell of not giving a fuck. Moms. My balls. Right now, it's the smell of fresh rain after a heat wave. Smell of earth after rain. Also smell of books, vanilla, or maybe hazelnut, fresh coffee, or even the smell of bacon and eggs in the morning. I hate to admit it, but the smell from KFC is up there for me. My Oma's lamb balmy. Definitely petrichor is up there. Fear.